Hello everybody, so today I will show the technique how to find the maximum and the minimum on the test. So let's begin. Question number 57. We have the function 2 cosine t plus sine 2t from the 0 to p power 2. So in the first one, we put about 2 number in here, because we want to compare the number between the maximum and the minimum with the two number in the 2 point of the interval. So we put about f equal to 0. So we got about 2 and about pi over 2 in here. So you got about 0. So you know that this one is the highest point, this one is the about lowest point. So the next one we do about first derivative of the function. First derivative of the 2 cosine, you got about minus 2 sine t. First derivative of the sine 2t is about 2 cosine 2t. Then later that we do about first derivative equal to 0. So that you got about minus 2 sine t plus 2 cosine 2t equal to 0. So now you simplify the number 2 in here and you got about sine t and cos 2t. Then you move the sine t on the right, you got about cosine 2t equal to sine t. So we do about the complement intro. It means we put about cosine 2t equal to cosine, but we have pi over 2 minus t. So that you transform to the sine to cosine. We have 2t equal to positive and negative pi over 2 minus t in here plus k 2 pi. In this case, k should be about the integral number. So we have two answers. We have 2t and we have positive. We have k2 pi and 2t equal to pi over 2 plus minus pi over 2 plus t plus k over 2 pi. So you calculate t in here. We have t on the negative number. You put in here is about 3t and pi divided by 2. You have number 3, so that t is about pi over 6 plus k2 pi divided by 3. We have the t on the here. You got about minus pi over 2 plus k2 pi. So the question they ask during the interval from 0 and pi over 2. But in here we have pi over 6 and minus pi over 2. So that you got about only pi over 6 into this interval. So you got about f pi over 6 in here. So let's do. You got about 3 multiply with square root of 3 divided by 2. And we know that this number is higher than the s equal to 0. So that's the maximum value is about 3 multiplied with square root of 3 divided by 2 as s equal to pi over 6. Question 58. We have t and minus cubic t in here. You put the number minus 1 and 4 in this function. And this one you got about 0, about number 4. You got about 4 minus cubic 3 of 4 in here. So now we do about first derivative of this the function. And you got about 1. And this is about, we have 3 in here. So we have 3 cubic of, this one we convert them into about t power 1 over 3. So that if we have the 1 over 3 and we do about first derivative, we go about 1 over 3 first and letter t in here, then we become 1 over 3 minus 1, you got about minus 2 over 3 in here. So we put about derivative equal to 0, so that 1 minus 1 over 3 multiplied with 3 power minus 2 over 3 equal to 0. And you calculate the t in here. That's about 3 and 2 over 3. Oh no. Let's do step by step. This one will become the number 3. So you got about t and power minus 2 over 3 equal to 3. So that you will get 1 minus 1. In here, we have the power t power minus 2 over 3 equal to 3. And we need to multiply with the minus 3 over 2. So that this one will become minus 3 over 2. Because 2 power multiplied together, you got about 1. So that's the answer is about this number. So after you got about the t equal to 3 power minus 3 over 2, you put in here. So that's about 3 minus 3 over 2 minus cubic of 3 and 3 power 3 power 2. And you got about approximately minus 0.38 in here. Let's compare this number. This number is about 2.412. So that's the minimum point is about 3 at t equal 3 powers minus 3 over 2, with the value is about minus 0.38. The highest value is about 2.412. So that's the answer for you, maximum and the minimum. And the last one, we have the function. We have 0 and 1. We put f equal to 0. So you got about 0. F1 you got about 0, 2. So the next one we do about first derivative. First derivative of s power a, you got about a s power a minus 1, 1 minus s b, plus we have the 1 minus s, so that you got about the negative number in here, so that is about minus, and you got about s power a, you keep the same one, and you got b, you got put b in here, and you got about 1 minus s and b minus 1 in here. So we put about this function equal to 0, because they equal to 0, you put like this, as a power minus 1, 1 minus s power b equal to bs power a, with the 1 minus s b power minus 1. So we will do the simplify in here. S power a minus 1 and s power a, so this one is higher than this one, you put in the s power a in here. You got about 1 minus s b, and we have b minus 1, you put in here. So we do about the simplify the power. S power a minus 1, but we have the s power a, so that's a minus a in here, so you got about a with the s power minus 1. About b, you got about 1 minus s power b, you put the minus b in here, so you got about 1 minus s minus 1. So later that, after you got this one, you can put about a divided by s, b divided to 1 minus s in here. Later that, we put about 1 minus s on the top one, divided by s, b divided by a, like this. After we got about 1 minus s divided by s equal to b divided by a, simplify. We have 1 minus s minus 1 equal to b divided by a. Minus 1 go to the right, so you got about 1 divided by s equal to b divided by a plus 1. So you put the s on the right and b divided by a plus 1 go to the left, and you got about 1 divided to b plus a, 1 equal to s in here. So you got about the number in here. Later that, you have s power a minus 2, 1 minus s power b, and that's about the function of s. We know that if we put number 0 and number 1, you got about 0 and 0, but this one we know that 1 divide the number that should between 0 and 1. That's about the basic of the fraction. So you put the s equal in here. You got about the maximum value, because that's the number that you can put to the maximum value. You just put the s equal to 1 divided to b divided by a plus 1 into the s. You got about the maximum value of the function. So that's the end. Thank you for watching.